You brought up Cuomo, and I got to mention this part, which was just delicious from Megyn Kelly, who, by the way, I used to work with. She was completely lovely at Fox News. I think she is arguably the most talented broadcaster in America. She's tough, she's funny, she's smart, and on top of it, she's gorgeous. But her take on how the Democrats are just in complete disarray because they allowed for Andrew Cuomo to be their nominee is amazing. Listen to this.
The Democrat Party is to blame for this debacle. Why did you feel the need to resurrect a tired, worn, sex pest, old grandma killing, loser Democrat who had already exploited the system, $5 million to write his book about how great he is? He was already a failure. Can you do no better? You can't find a young, vibrant Democrat who's not a fucking loon to run against this kind of a man so that we can prevent his ascension and save America's and the world's greatest city? They're to blame for all of this.
It's as if, Colby, she doesn't see the delicious irony. Megyn Kelly used to call out BS wherever she saw it.
Right.
Now she swims in it, man. She is knee deep in it. What she said about Cuomo, if you missed that the Democrats resurrected a tired, worn sex pest who'd exploited the system and already been a failure. So let's check those boxes. Old and tired. Donald Trump is 79.
Right.
Sex pest. Donald Trump has 25 credible accusers of sexual harassment who'd already, check this box, exploited the system. She criticized Cuomo for profiting off of a book. Trump has made $300 million on exchange fees that sell direct access to him. And on top of it, the UAE bought $2 billion in crypto from World Liberty Financial. What did Trump do? He changed export controls to allow the UAE to receive our most advanced chips. And then she added, for good measure, Colby, that he's already a failure, Cuomo. 2020, Donald Trump, I seem to remember him losing an election, the House, the Senate, and then supporting an insurrection to stay in power on our Capitol. So your thoughts on Megyn's incredible statement?
You summed it up beautifully, but I will say that, look, Megyn left Fox News, she went to NBC, she left NBC, and then she pivoted to a strongly conservative point of view. And the people that she competes with, right, sort of to gather a conservative audience, they say sort of dumb things because there's a lack of self-awareness. That doesn't apply here. She knows precisely what she's doing, right? She is literally throwing red meat out to get clicks and to appeal. I mean, she's appealing to an outrage culture that I think isn't fact-based all the time. And it really serves to divide us. And by the way, she's not the only one. You see people on the left do this as well. But she is ignoring some real sort of basic facts so that she can drive up anger, get clicks. And you know what? It's working for her. But it's also that model across the spectrum, I think, is really why we're so divided and so angry, right? Is that there's too many people that are just appealing to the outrage. She just does it better almost than anyone else right now. And, you know, the fact that she's been insulted by Trump and now is basically one of his lapdogs is just shameless, right? And there's no other, again, credit to her. She's probably as good at this as anyone in the business.
Better.
But she gets a pass because she's a bully. She's mean, right? Like, she's called me out. I'm like, I don't want to hit back at her because, you know, I'm going to get texts from my friends in the Midwest who love her about like, oh, she owns you. Like, I don't care. But yeah, I mean, it's not fact-based and it's purely opinion. And she has the temerity to call out journalists when she doesn't abide any of the same standards. It's crazy.
I'm with you. I'll give her credit. She's probably making more money by far than she ever did. She was in the Time 100. And again, I said she's incredibly talented. I would object to what you said, though, about her being conservative. I think people, and I point this out all the time on our podcast, that people like Ben Shapiro, I got no problem with that because you can see his line.
He's principled.
And he doesn't go like this. He's got a line. He's got policy. He's got a core. Megyn's not about conservatism. She's simply about MAGA, and MAGA is not necessarily conservative. Ask people like Jonah Goldberg if MAGA is conservative. It's not. It's not about policy. There's other than immigration. It's really this emotional stuff. And Megyn Kelly, again, used to call that out. I'd be happy if she stayed in the conservative lane. And I know she'll own me. She'll tell me I was a twice cable news reject. True. She'll tell me that I don't have any viewers. Yeah, I'm new to this, only 2 months in.
Right.
You got me there. But in a Goodwill Hunting sort of, your kids will be serving me fries.
Right.
Well, that may be true, but at least I'm original.
There you go. And you're principled, right? At least you're principled and you can stand by what you believe. She's really good at what she does. And I don't think she, I think a lot of these individuals care less about what they're saying and more about the model. And Ben Shapiro's principled. And again, to be fair, it's not just the conservatives do this. I just think they do it better. But there are people on the left that do the same thing. So I'm glad that you called her out, though, because she's been getting a pass for too long. So well done.
I'm sure she'll come at me, but I'd love to hear from our viewers. Do they think that New York City win is emblematic of the Democratic Party nationally? And how will it play out in 26 and 2028? Are we wrong? Do we have it wrong that this is perfectly emblematic of the Democrat issues? Love to hear some feedback from everybody.
Good stuff. This has been a good conversation. I'm glad that you had me on.
Enjoyed it, brother. Let's do it again.
See you, dude.